Good morning everybody, it's Wednesday today. Looks like a nice day there, but I'm not sure whether it's to last. Yesterday did last sunshine into the day, and we had a very pleasant day at school, and ended the day with 20 minutes outside at the end, just running about. Not me, I have to say, but certainly the children running about for a wee while at the end of the day in the good weather. So hope everybody's doing okay. Church this afternoon, first of our weekly services today, and I hope to see all our Wednesday people then. Not really much else to report, I don't think. I will send out the West Kirk Weekly tonight. Last week I did fail miserably. We were in Birmingham and we couldn't get the Wi-Fi to work in the Premier Inn. The free Wi-Fi wouldn't work. We did pay £5 for 24 hours. Upgraded Wi-Fi, that was actually worse than the free Wi-Fi, and we couldn't even get the hotspot to work either, so we were struggling last week with Wi-Fi, but hopefully today we'll get that West Kirk Weekly out tonight without any problem. So I think that's about all we have to report. Everybody seems to be doing okay. Everything seems to be running not too badly. Still have got to go into church this week and plan out where people can be in the balcony in order that we can put our new numbers into presbytery, and then hopefully start using upstairs if we need it. So anything you want to know, anything you want to find out, anything you need for us to do, just give us a wee phone and we will get that sorted out for you. So we have been reading the Christian Aid devotions and resources for the last few days, but I'm going back today to where we were before that, and we're on 2 Samuel today. I have moved on a wee bit, and today we're on 2 Samuel chapter 5, and it's now David becomes king of Israel and Judah. Then all the tribes of Israel went to David at Hebron and said to him, "We are your own flesh and blood. In the past, even when Saul was still our king, you led the people of Israel in battle, and the Lord promised you that you would lead his people and be their ruler." So all the leaders of Israel came to King David at Hebron. He made a sacred alliance with them, they anointed him, and he became king of Israel. David was 30 years old when he became king, and he ruled for 40 years. He ruled in Hebron over Judah for 7.5 years, and in Jerusalem over all Israel and Judah for 33 years. The time came when King David and his men set out to attack Jerusalem. The Jebusites who lived there thought that David would not be able to conquer the city, and so they said to him, "You will never get in here. Even the blind and the crippled could keep you out." But David did capture their fortress of Zion, and it became known as David's city. That day David said to his men, "Does anybody here hate the Jebusites as much as I do, enough to kill them? Then go up through the water tunnel and attack those poor blind cripples." That is why it is said, "The blind and the crippled cannot enter the Lord's house." After capturing the fortress, David lived in it and named it David's city. He built the city around it, starting at the place where land was filled in on the east side of the hill. He grew stronger all the time because the Lord God Almighty was with him. King Hiram of Tyre sent a trade mission to David. He provided him with cedar logs and with carpenters and stonemasons to build a palace. And so David realised that the Lord had established him as king of Israel and was making his kingdom prosperous for the sake of his people. Amen. And God bless to us the reading of the first half, really, of this chapter, and we can hear the rest of the chapter tomorrow about David becoming the king of Israel and Judah. So, Old Testament stories are great. We have all heard them lots of times before in the past, but it's really good to hear them again and to remind ourselves of some of the things that happened. I think we just keep the most important main points in our head, but it's good to have a wee read again of some of the Old Testament chapters and remind ourselves of what happened at the early part of the Old Testament. So take care everybody. look after yourself. I don't think we've got much else planned for today. Just a church in the afternoon. Other than that, there's a post girl coming round now. Other than that, we will see our Wednesday afternoon people this afternoon. The Bible study is on tonight at 7 o'clock. If you needed details for that, let us know. And the West Kirk Weekly will be tonight, and we will see everybody tomorrow. Bye.